I'm sure you guys are aware at this point of the untimely death, murder of Nipsey Hussle. Like most people on my social media feed, I'm experiencing a range of emotions from anger to sadness, thinking about a man who had come through really rough situations, like so many of us, but who was intentional, in my opinion, about turning his life around, who's also a father, an artist, a business owner, who was doing very intentional things to uplift the Black community, his community specifically. I understand that, or it was told to me that today, I think he was supposed to be meeting with the police or people in the law enforcement community, trying to ascertain ways for there to be better policing and better relationships between Black communities and police. The thing that's infuriating about it is it reminds me so much of how I felt when Tupac died. Just a really inspirational, motivational figure who was taken too soon, and more importantly, for what? Like, we have to have these conversations inside our community about the value of life. Because here's what I know for sure. If you don't value your own life, you won't value mine, right? So we have to do things, have dialogue, figure out where people are, and basically have conversations that help us to value our own lives and respect our own lives and be able to disagree with people without feeling like violence is the answer and that it's an appropriate response, because it never is. Which is why I'm so, I don't watch videos of people fighting and people laugh at it, but it's not funny, right? It's not, to me, it's not comical. It's dangerous. And it is the precursor to something more serious, where people are like, oh, he's doing too much or he went too far. But sometimes when you open that door, people, they don't control themselves or have the inability to control themselves. This to me is really tragic. It's really sad. As is the case when any person is murdered, most especially those trying to do good in their own community, the community that he came from and lived in and opened businesses in. And we have conversations about, gun violence and the other things in our community. This is something that we definitely need to talk about more and more. How does toxic masculinity, pseudo-masculinity, rage, anger, PTSD, how do all of these things working together create scenarios like this, where the Nipsey Hussles of the world, most specifically in our communities, are gunned down by other young Black people, Black men mostly, and we have a RIP moment and a sad moment and a gone too soon moment, but then we move on and nothing happens and nothing changes. We have to have conversations about this, y'all, so that this does not continue, because this is unacceptable.